Visualization speed generate oral fluid droplets with laser light scattering. Definition: aerosol and droplets generated during speech have been implicated in the person-to-person transmission of viruses, and there is current interest in the understanding the mechanism responsible for the spread of COVID-19 by this means. The act of speaking generates oral fluid droplets that very widely inside, and these droplets can harbor infectious virus particles.
Early research by scientists at the National Institutes of Health suggests that droplets expelled while talking may transmit the virus that causes COVID-19. The scientists use powerful laser technology to reveal normally invisible saliva droplets that are generated by speech. They found saliva could be a dominant pathway for transmission of microbes, such as coronaviruses that cause respiratory diseases like COVID-19. When we speak, we release tiny droplets that drift around in the air and can be inhaled by people near us. If the droplets contain coronavirus particles, those droplets could transmit a new COVID-19 infection. To visualize them, a high-powered green laser is routed through optics to create a sheet of light that passes through slots cut into the sides of a cardboard box, whose interior was painted black. HEPA-filtered air was blown down over the laser system and the box. The laser beam, though very intense, becomes difficult to see. However, when sticking a hand into the sheet of light, the hand and the interior of the box lights up brightly. As a control experiment, spritzing water droplets from a spray bottle over an opening at the top of the box produced a large number of bright light flashes. When breathing normally, we don't see any flashes of light inside the box. So what happens when speaking the words,
"Safe? Not safe?"
The flashes of light you just witnessed arose from the droplets of saliva spewing out of the speaker's mouth. Ironically, one of the phrases that produces a large number of droplets is,
"Stay healthy."
See that again in slow motion. COVID-19 is an emerging, rapidly evolving situation. Get the latest public health information.
Application in nursing. Inhaled droplets and aerosol particles have different sites of deposition in the recipient. Inhaled droplets are deposited in the upper region of respiratory tract from the they may be removed in the nasal secretion of the carried outward by the mucociliary sclera to be expelled or swallowed. In the contrast, inhaled aerosol particles can penetrate to the depth of the lung when they be deposited in the alveoli.
Now I'm recording.
Stay healthy.
Great,
Stay healthy.
great. Less loud.
Stay healthy.
Good.
Pros. Laser light scattering measurement capture information related to the particle size distribution by measure scattering intensity at function of scattering angle, wavelength, and polarization. The laser scatter offered a number of the advantages such as ease of use, fast operation, high reproducibility in the wide range and dynamic site. Span nearly 5 orders of the magnitude, nanometers to millimeters. Cont. Aerosol front infect person may therefore pose in annihilation threat event that considerable distance in the enclosed space, particularly if there is poor ventilation. The possible contribution of infective aerosol to the current pandemic suggest the advisability of wearing a suitable mask with never is the truth that infected person may be nearby and the provident adequate ventilation of the closed space where such persons are now to be may recently have been. Emission of droplets while persons say stay healthy. Droplets generated during speed produce flashes as they pass through the light sheet in this experiment. Panel A showed the flash count during each frame of the video produced at the 60 frames per second, with and without a damp cloth covering the speaker mode. Green indicates spoke word. The number of flashes was highest when the TH sound in the word healthy was produced. The tray office below the graph showed that when the speaker's mouth was covered with a damp cloth, there was no quality increase in the flash count during a speak over the bar count level aborted before the first trial of speech. The flash count during the silent periods between two spoken phrases remained above the background level. If that suggests the sum of the speed Dopplers lingers inside the box for some second. Panel B show frame 361 from the video which correspond to the red around in the panel A and to the highest number of speed Dopplers visualized in the individual frame of the video recording. The spots vary in the brightness because of the difference in the size of the particle. Some of the spots are straight with sack of the ray at 60 frames per second was insufficient to defeat the motion of the Dopplers. The feature high drift, the digit yellow circle corresponds to the tip of the very thin white positive jet beginning to life should this be proved. A reference for setting the camera focus in the before recording.
Everyone knows that when you sneeze, tiny saliva droplets spray over a large area, and if they contain virus particles, they can make others sick. But how can people without symptoms that do not cough or sneeze transmit COVID-19? We spew out tiny droplets that drift around in the air and can be inhaled by people near us. If those droplets contain coronavirus particles, their next breath could trigger a new COVID-19 infection. These airborne droplets are fleeting and difficult to see. To visualize them, we routed a high-power green laser through optics that create a sheet of light that passes through slots cut into the sides of a cardboard box whose interior was painted black. With HEPA-filtered air blowing down over the laser system and the box, dust is eliminated and the laser beam, though very intense, becomes difficult to see. However, when sticking a hand into the sheet of light, the hand and the interior of the box lights up brightly.
Conclusion. The laser scattering technique is used to determine advanced size of particles dissolved or suspended in a liquid. This technique is based on the Doppler effect, and it is very important to eliminate the presence of foreign particles and dust in the samples. The number of particles produced is by speaking is similar to the number produced by code.
Stay healthy.
See that again in slow motion.
Just to remind our audiences, I am currently reading from the Washington Post, but I'm not allowed to actually read because then my face might move to the side and you won't be able to see all of the droplets.